Hi guys, thank you for joining me with Art Spear today. We are going to be doing another STEAM experiment. This one is called chromatography. And chromatography is basically, it just means chromatome. Chroma means color and graphy means writing, so it's color writing. And what we're going to do is we're going to separate the colors in a black marker. So make sure you have your black markers, either a Sharpie or a washable marker. Any black marker, they'll all have different effects. So the question I want to ask before we begin is, what colors do you think are in the color black, or is it only one color? So colors are made up of pigments, and pigments are just basically particles that are filled with color, and all these colors come together, all these pigments come together to make one color. So do you guys think that there is only one pigment in the color black, or are there multiple pigments that make up the color black, and what do you think those are? So just keep that question in mind as we begin. So what you'll need is a cup, preferably plastic so you can see a reaction. You're going to need your black marker, like I said. You can try this out with different kinds of black markers if you want to make it a larger experiment. You're going to need either tissue paper, or you can use kitchen towel papers, or you can use coffee filters. So all three kinds of these papers use capillary action because they're so thin, and the fibers in the paper allow this to happen. So you're also going to need some tape just to secure something. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a pencil. It doesn't have to be color pencil, just a regular pencil, whatever you have. And then you're going to need some water. So I just have mine in a bowl right now because I'm not sure how much I'll need. So to begin, we are going to cut a piece of your tissue paper. So I'm just going to do about 2 inches wide and 5 inches long. I'm just going to cut it, and it doesn't have to be even, it doesn't have to be exact. We're just going to do it like this. So here's my tissue paper. It's kind of small. You're going to take your pencil, it's blowing, and you are going to just draw a line straight across horizontally about 1 centimeter from the bottom of your tissue paper. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. I'm just going to draw it so I know where I am on my tissue paper. So now I have it drawn. I am going to take my black marker, and I am just going to draw a dot on the center of my line. And it doesn't have to be really huge. You just want to make sure that you have a dot right there. And that is all you're going to need your black marker for. So here I have my dot. My line is kind of small, as you can see. And next I am just going to take you only need one piece of tape. You are going to put one on your pencil in the middle, and you are going to make a flag out of your pencil. So we want the tissue paper to hang into the cup, so we want to make sure that the tissue paper isn't touching the bottom of the cup. So we're just going to hang it across. So I'm going to attach the rest of the tissue paper with my tape right here. And so now we just have a little flag hanging down like this. And I'm just going to make sure that it's not touching the bottom, and if it is, I can roll it up a little bit like this. So I'm going to have it like that and make sure that it's not touching the sides or the bottom. If it isn't rolling, I can use another piece of tape to secure it and make sure that it is the length that I want it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to keep it secure like that. Alright, next I'm going to pour in my water, and I want to make sure that my water is only touching the very bottom of my tissue paper. I don't want it to come up to the dot, because the capillary action is what is going to bring it up to that dot. And we've talked about capillary action before. Capillary action is where the fibers or molecules and the fibers or products in something will bring it up like a straw. So like as in a straw when we suck it up, that is capillary action, or a tree when they use the roots, that is also capillary action. So we are going to be using that, and so just make sure when you pour the water in, it only touches the very bottom of the tissue paper and you don't want it to splash up anywhere. So just be very, very careful as you're pouring it in. And as soon as it touches the top, you're going to stop. And then your capillary action is going to start working right away. Alright, so we are just going to wait for this to happen. The water is going to rise up on the tissue paper, and it's going to bring all the particles, all the pigments from the black. It's going to act as a solvent, and a solvent is something that dissolves something else. So the water is dissolving the pigments in the black color and is pulling them out, and these pigments have different weights and different material, so they're going to be pulled out of the black separately, which means that you're going to see different streaks of color as they come out of the black marker. So you may see like a lot of purple streaks, or just one long streak, and another color that isn't as far because they are dissolved at different rates. So you just have to wait until the color reaches the top, until the water reaches the top, and then you can pull out your tissue paper and look at it and see what colors came out of your black marker and see if you were correct. Alright, so hopefully you guys were able to watch your color move up, and your tissue paper should be full of water to the top because it was drawn through against gravity with the capillary action. So if it is, you can pull it out and look at your chromogram. So mine looks like this. It still kind of looks like a black dot from far away. However, if I bring it up, you can see how the black pulled out, the water pulled out some purple right here. It is streaking across the top of it, and you can also see how the water and capillary action came up to the top. So this one, the marker that I used didn't separate too many colors. There's some blue and some purple that came up, and the purple went further than the blue, so now we can see that black is at least made up of 2 pigments. However, it depends on your marker, so you could also try this out with a brown marker or a dark blue marker, just different kinds, different types of markers. You could try this out with your kitchen towel paper and see if that makes a difference, pulling out the colors, but it will all have the same effect on this. So I hope you guys were able to get a cool reaction. These are really fun to watch as the water crawls up the tissue paper and it leaves streaks across the paper, so I hope you guys were able to see that. If you did, I would love it if you guys could tag us at Love Art Sphere, Love Art Sphere Inc., or email us at info@artsphere.org, and we would love to see your posts and your pictures and see if you guys are enjoying these experiments. So thank you again for joining me today, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.